Good evening. Hello, everybody. Thank you all for being here. This is just truly a special occasion and an honor and a privilege to be standing here before all of you today. I see a sea of faces out there, and I feel like one of the luckiest people on this planet. To have so many good friends and family that are here to celebrate my survival of cancer. I've crossed paths with many of you, and this is our time to celebrate along that path of life. I want to thank our contributors tonight: Southern Wine and Spirits, First Transit, High Falls Brewery, Empire Merchants North, Elmira Distributing, Simmons Rockwell, Swift Glass, many local wineries, Glenora, Herman Weimer, Hunt Country, and many others. And certainly all of you, all of the individual contributors. With your donation, as you know, 100% of the proceeds go to benefit the Patient Care Fund at the Wilmot Cancer Center. You've put your investment in a good place, and I am living proof. I want to thank also my medical team at the Wilmot. When Dr. Brad Polson at the Cleveland Clinic confirmed that I had T-cell lymphoblastic lymphoma, he indicated I could be treated there in Cleveland, at Sloan Kettering, or right in my own backyard in Rochester, at the Wilmot Cancer Center. And the chief, Jonathan Friedberg, who's here tonight, well, the choice was the best one I could make to go to the Wilmot. Dr. Friedberg, you and your team has worked wonders with me, and I want to personally thank you for your efforts. Where is Jonathan? My nurses that I've gotten to know so well over the last couple of years, Lisa and Joyce. Sherry's not here tonight. Linda, Irene, I think if there's more, I'm sorry, but I'm looking out there, and I want to thank you guys because you've guided me and both Kristen and I through this process with knowledge, encouragement, and compassion. Thank you for all of your efforts, and we're so glad that you could be here at the lake tonight because, as you know, we talk about it a lot. To my sisters, Pam and Georgia, and my brother-in-law, Rance, your love and generosity and constant hope that I would stick around to deal with everything has been motivation, and it's nice to have a trio to do that. Your love and support over the last 2 years has shown me the true meaning of family. Thank you for all that you've done, but also continue to do. And I don't often say it, but I feel so fortunate to be your sister. And thank you also, hats off to Pam, Georgia, and Rance for being the highest donors, most generous donors for tonight's fundraiser as well. You knocked us out of the charts and out of the ballpark. And as you look around, all of the efforts tonight, Kristen, but Pam and Georgia and Rance and the silent auction, I just want to thank you because you've done a terrific job, and I love you very much. To Dr. Deb Mulford, okay, thanks. They knew which doctor was right for this patient. Your no-nonsense style, your superior knowledge of lymphoma and leukemia, your fantastic delivery of great news when I needed it most has been the best way to get me through these 2 years. You've etched a place in our lives, not because I had cancer, but because you've become our friend. A well-respected one at that, who has handled mine and Kristen's personalities, and did so with patience, knowledge, wit, and humor. The Wilmot Center is fortunate to have such a skilled physician in their midst with a high level of knowledge and the ability to impart that knowledge to those around you and to translate that to a very anxious patient and family and steer us through the rigors of chemotherapy with confidence. To my parents, Nick and Barb, you've been wonderfully supportive and understanding throughout my whole life, but especially the last 2 years. Your unconditional love, constant prayers, and commitment to getting me better has been a constant inspiration to me. Thank you for allowing this night to happen, to open your home and your hearts, and to have us all celebrate life and celebrate our lives together. I am a very lucky person and one luckier daughter to have such wonderful parents. I love you, Mom and Dad. keep thinking you're telling me to say hi to Mike. Speak into the mic. I'm speaking into the mic. Okay. Hi, Mike. Hi, Mike. Any mics? Hi, Mike. Hi, Mike. Mike, I'm now speaking into the mic. To my posse of nephews, in-laws, outlaws, and families, I know that I've made an impact in your lives, in all of your lives. At one time, I was known as Aunt Bitch. For reasons that I know it wasn't because I was a bitch to them. But now I'm Aunt Babees, and I think it's a more appropriate name for me. And I'm darn glad to be Aunt Babees, and very lucky to have a group of loving and supporting and dedicated group of relatives that love me. For example, my nephew Rance was there on the day of my diagnosis with a voice of reason and a big shoulder to cry on. He was there to carry my purse around the hospital during a 6-week stint of spinal injections on a weekly basis. And he took off work each week to get me to Rochester. He was also he very willingly shaved his head in support of my baldness and raised a cool $20,000 for the Wilmot back in May of 2010. Renee, your daily texts that someone is thinking of me are just a terrific way to let me know you're thinking of me, and I appreciate that very much. Tim, you can take off that gray, dirty bracelet now. You've been wearing it for 2 years, and I appreciate every day that you've worn it, and you can take it off now. Thank you. Emily, Ron, Nick, Noelle, Maggie, your love, your continued support of Kristen and myself have been instrumental in my recovery, and I thank you so much. Gavin and Dominic, without you two, we'd be regulars at Extend-A-Stay. You've opened your hearts, your homes, to us at a time of need, and it couldn't have been better timing. You cooked, you cleaned, you organized, you walked Coco, you picked up poop, you set up the apartment on Brunswick, you cleaned up the apartment on Brunswick, and you saw it through to the end of my treatment on April 27th. You softened the blow to us, for us to land in Rochester with a 2-year regimen of treatment. You hosted New Year's that I had planned and hoped to have at our home in Syracuse. You entertained with countless bottles of red wine and a place for Coco and all of us to relax and unwind. For that, we are forever grateful. We love you both very much, and I know that with your Wish List Society efforts and your continued battle for the Wilmot Center, that it's a terrific thing that you're doing, and I really appreciate that, and I love you both very much. To Lal and Peter, to the best friend in the world, you've shown such dedication and commitment to me. I am so fortunate to have you in my life over the last 30 years, but especially the last 2 years have really made an impression. You've driven through snowstorms, overcome your fear of flying, and shown such dedication to getting me better. Every cancer patient should have such a good friend. Last year, you counted over 70 days spent with me over a year's time that you spent either in Rochester, Syracuse, here at the lake, ensuring that I'd see a brighter tomorrow. You walked the halls of Strong Memorial in PJs, pink, and some weren't sure who was the patient, except that I was attached to the IV pole. You cared for me when Kristen couldn't, and packed me up when Deb gave the good news that I could leave. You helped me get through the most difficult time in my life, and did it with ease, humor, dedication, and love. Peter was so willing, so generous in his willingness to have you proclaimed the deputy nurse. The last 2 years have shown that the other 28 years of friendship are something special, and to have you in my lifetime and the lifetime of that friendship is what it's all about. And thank you for all you're doing. Whoa! That's friendship. Thank you very much. I love you. Nice. Nice touch. Yeah. To Kristen, life's little instruction. Everybody should have a Kristen on their team.
True!
Whether it's basketball, wiffle ball, golf, you name it, the sport, Kristen should be on your team, and she's my teammate in life. I couldn't have beat this disease without your love, your commitment, dedication, knowledge, perseverance, and strength. You are my pillar, my rock, my partner who supports me in every way. From the day of diagnosis to today, you have provided me with a sense of confidence that guided me through the most difficult times and always figured out a way to make it better. You're my boulder to lean on. You listened to fear and frustration and always made them disappear. Kristen, you were my eyes, my ears, and voice at times, and plowed through very difficult medical and emotional challenges with a sense of confidence, knowledge, and love. I always felt better when you walked through the door of the hospital room, the apartment, the house, the cottage. With your presence, I felt more confident in seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. If every cancer patient had a Kristen, the cure rate would be higher. I can't stress enough how fortunate I am to have a partner like her who exudes love and compassion in everything she does, dedicates 100% of herself to me, and does so with determination and grit, and lets nothing stand in her way. You are my advocate, my cheerleader, my defender, my motivator, my coach, and sounding board, but most of all, you're my partner in life. We stand here together to celebrate life and our lives together. I love my life with you. I want to keep living it. I look forward to a lifetime of birthdays, celebrations, graduations, milestones, vacations, and experience life and all that it has. I love you more than ever. Thank you.
Did you just notice that? Seriously?
Okay.
I know.
Yes.
Okay. Don't tell me the ringtone. Yes.
Can't wait to have my drink, so this is going to be quick. Okay. Recently, while we were just on vacation, I came upon a stranger, and I said, hello. She said, hello, how are you? I responded, great, it's a beautiful day. How are you? She said with a big smile, I am blessed. As soon as she said that word, I thought, what an incredible statement by using one simple word. As we walked away from one another, I was overcome with emotion. It hit me that blessed is the perfect word to describe what I feel about Babette, my life with her and our family and friends. Babette represents to me beauty, unconditional love, devotion, and integrity. I'm extremely proud to be with her and feel so fortunate she is my partner. We've been together for over 18 years, and especially over the last 2 years, it has been confirmed for me why I've chosen to spend my life with this extraordinary person. She has constantly demonstrated courage, strength, and determination, always in a dignified manner, just like her mother. No matter how weak or sick she felt. It was wonderful to witness Babette's interaction with the multitude of doctors, nurses, support staff in the hospital, infusion center, and even the nurses that came to our home for home care. She always treated each individual with respect, kindness, and appreciation for what they were doing for her. Her true inner beauty showed through during these interactions, and I always felt so proud and privileged to witness her wonderful attributes. So during the last 2 years of this daily chemotherapy treatment, we have relied on many different people to get through these difficult times. Friends and family have consistently been there, but at times we needed to go outside of our immediate circle for healing and support. Chemotherapy treatment takes a physical toll on the patient and caregiver, but the emotional toll is not always seen on a daily basis. Babette and I sought help and comfort in the form of cancer support groups, counselors, physical therapy, pet therapy, and massage therapy. No matter what she needed, I was always encouraging and supportive.
The only time I wavered slightly on one of her requests during the last 2 years was the last request, towards the end of the chemotherapy. This is about February. She called me into the room where she sat reading the newspaper and said, "I want to try something that I think would be good for me, but I need you to do it with me." My immediate question was, is a support group for post-chemotherapy patients? She said, "No, it's nothing like that." I was perplexed, but said without hesitation, "Of course, you know I'll do anything for you." She said, "I'm not sure about this one." And I said, "Try me." She said, I want us to take tap lessons.
Yeah, she does.
I said, somewhat exasperated, "Tap lessons? Are you serious?" She said, "Yes, very serious." My immediate thoughts were, chemo really does make a person do and think crazy things. Then I thought, I don't own tap shoes. What outfits do tap dancers wear? Because I need the right outfit for everything that I do. And I do not have the rhythm and dancing skills of my two sisters, Renee and Noelle. As you can see, they got the moves. So after I calmed down, realized she was serious, I acquiesced, like I always do, and agreed to take tap lessons every Tuesday night for the last 2 months at the local JCC. Not telling a single soul, not even Lel. And that is the worst liar. Lel would be like, "Where are you going tonight?" I don't know. I'm running errands." Well, what kind of errands? She couldn't do it, but we did keep it from Lel until she got here at the lake. So taking tap has been one of the best forms of therapy that we have had in the last 2 years. So of course, after taking a couple lessons, I had a bright idea that we should do a routine at the fundraiser. To a song that we love and epitomizes us. I have learned that it is easier said than done, but tonight we want to do our little routine that we put together for all of you with the help of our tap instructor, Mr. Barry Schulman, who couldn't be here tonight but has been such a wonderful friend. So, now you will see that chemo really does make you do crazy things. And so, we're going to get over here and do our little routine.
Yeah! Someone has to videotape it. I got it.
Oh my God, this is hysterical.